Hey guys, Corey Millhouse here, bringing you a really sweet deck that I've been playing on this new game called Mythgard that you may or not have heard about. Currently in the closed beta, will be in open beta on September 19th. As of the day of I'm recording this is my second day with the closed beta. It just opened up yesterday, so I've been playing this really cool blue-red deck. Just to go through some of the cards right off the bat, I've got a pair of einherjar thanes to go with Valkyrie Tufts as our 2-drops, and also playing 4 Fire Eaters. Being able to just deal 1 damage to anyone right off the bat has been really cool for a deck like this that's running 4 ignitions, 4 ice spikes as well, the 2 thunderclaps, kind of our removal suite here to go along with Seafire, and then we've got this suite of some Valkyries as well, and they really are that. They are sweet. Road Queen, sidecar. We talked about the Tufts already. Kara is one of the mythics that I happen to have already pulled, which is pretty nice. Julian Edelman, I went ahead and crafted myself. I've got the Valkyrie Enforcers here as well. Magmataur, one of the real reasons to be in red as well. So we've got the full 2 of these, the full 2 claps, the full 2 Road Queens. So those are all of our rares. Really, these mythics, you know, if you don't have these cards, you could play some other big fatties like the 6/6 Overwhelm. A couple of Seafires to be able to deal with some bigger guys, and we're running this one of Brass Bouncer as another Valkyrie, just to see if we can maybe use this to clog up the board a little bit. So let's take this back onto the ladder. Oh, I guess we can talk about Journey of Souls, the path that we're running. Also, a great way to be able to grind out games and get back a lot of really great creatures that have some cool awaken abilities like Magnus, thorsson, magmataur, Valkyrie Enforcer, and a number of examples. And Men does a really good job of letting our creatures survive the board. Things like Fire Eater that have 3 toughness, Valkyrie Tough has 3 toughness, really early on to be able to use those to keep those guys on the field to keep them rocking and rolling. So speaking of rock and rolling, let's head back to the ladder and we'll see how things go. Alright, it didn't take us very long to find us an opponent here, and we're going to be playing against Agenda. So Fire Eater, very good cards early. Certainly to note here that it does charge for a red, but almost always I want to start charging with a blue in case we have a Valkyrie Tough to play on turn 2 that we would like to, and also just getting up to the double blue requirement early is certainly more important than getting the double red requirement. Aha, so here is one of the reasons why Fire Eater is so good, is there's so many of these decks that are running a lot of these creatures with just 1 toughness out here. So we need to find another way to be able to charge red here, but I'll just go ahead and we'll get the fancy Fire Eater down. Take his guy out for free, and we get the value starting. So now this turn, if he even wants to play something that has 3 toughness, we have the ability to take it out with a combination of Ice Spike and the Fire Eater in play. Looks like that is going to be our play here. We don't need all these Valkyrie Enforcers this early. Let's go ahead and just shoot this guy and we'll take him out. You know, I keep saying him, and these are all Valkyries, so I probably should start to try to correct myself. 3/4 is going to be a little more difficult for this deck to deal with, but I think this is going to be our opportunity to just go ahead and shoot our opponent, and we can't move because we're immobile because of it. So Valkyrie Enforcer actually isn't going to do us any good here, so I guess I probably should have done this a little bit differently, but we're actually going to end up losing our Fire Eater here, but that's okay. He did his job so far to start. The opponent got back the 2/1 from his ability from the Journey of Souls. Immediately burned it. Okay. So we don't have a 2-drop to be able to charge and play a 2 and a 3, which would be really nice this turn. So I think I'm actually going to instead just charge, and I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to use an enforcer this turn to be pretty magic efficient to next turn likely play something like sidecar and road queen. Pretty powerful combination when you get to play them both in the same turn. A lot of damage that hits the board pretty quickly and is able to attack that turn. So it's kind of hard to be able to play around. Alright, another Valkyrie tough. We'll be able to trade with that with the road queen buff. Except for that coming down. So instead, we have a bit of an option here. A couple of things that we can do. Our power, unfortunately, isn't going to help us very much here. Valkyrie Enforcer to... No, that just doesn't help, does it? I think we have to still charge our clap here and play the sidecar and the road queen. I think that's still our best play. The problem being that... No, maybe we just have to take another turn off and just... We sort of just have to do this. Because I think now this can next turn potentially set us up for a better road queen and sidecar. And now we'd really love to see... Actually, this thunderclap may end up being the play next turn instead, depending on how this road queen... Okay, I see. Yep. Opponent smartly playing around it. Okay, we have our own tough now. So this feels like it should probably be a clap and tough turn. Move over our Valkyrie, so this would be blocking here, so this attack has to happen. Who do we lose though? Probably the sidecar at this point. A little bit of a bummer that we're going to be charging up this much and still only have one red gem. Okay. If we can set up a car that ends up going unanswered, this could be our key to victory. But the opponent does have a lot of cards in hand still. Any of our double red cards we draw are basically dead. We'd have to charge them. Okay. Wonder if the opponent's hand has a bunch of Valkyries then. Ah, troll. Well, the Fire Eater coming back is actually something I wasn't even really looking at. This is something I still need to get used to. Because Fire Eater is actually going to make this really nice for us. Because we get to play a little bit of a game of chicken now. Where I'm behind in health right now. But any creatures that he wants to play is going to increase my clock as well by pumping up our Kara. This is also a pretty nice follow-up turn next turn. We've used 2 of our enforcers so far, so there's still 1 left in our deck, right? Yeah, there still is. Or 2 left, rather. Okay. Okay, free move action. So the opponent is happy to race. Ooh. Okay, excellent. Okay, wait a minute. Hang on, hang on. Don't do this. We're gonna get the road queen down. at 10, so this would be 7. This would be enough to block for quite a bit here. So let's go ahead and start shooting this guy down. Going to 12 here doesn't really increase our clock a lot, and likely I'm going to want to try to take... Oh, actually, he has regen one, so this wasn't very smart then, Corey, at all. I guess I should have read the card a little bit better. So that definitely should have went phased that in this 1 damage. Opponent just burning his 1 toughness creatures. Okay, gonna return his guys. Alright. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay, never mind. Opponent is just done. I was thinking we were gonna move over we were gonna run over our rider. We were gonna bring in our Valkyrie enforcer and bounce things around, and it looks like Carr was able to get things going for us. Ooh, 50 rank points there for us. Awesome, cool. Well, that's the first game for this. More videos to come. Just wanted to get a few different deck ideas out there and things that we've been running. So stay tuned, and we'll see you for more videos on the channel.